I'm meteorologist Miss Katie Whittaker with your official Red Hook High School and Mid-Hudson Valley forecast for the week of January 18th, 2021. I am standing out on my weather deck here in Hopewell Junction, New York. It is a breezy, sort of chilly morning, but it's nice to see some partial sunshine. If we take a look at the weather observations from the Red Hook weather station, you'll see that temperatures on Monday morning around 9 a.m. were around 37 degrees. Winds were out of the south. The moon phase is in the waxing crescent, meaning a little bit of light on the right, and it'll be in a backward C shape. And take a look at that sunset time, getting close to 5 p.m. Still a little bit of light after 5 p.m. I noticed that the other day. So good news, we're moving towards those longer hours of noticeable daylight. Let's take a look at the weather map. There's a lot going on. You'll notice that there's a low pressure system over the Great Lakes. Stationary front extends from that low pressure system, which turns into a cold front. That's the system that's bringing some increased clouds for the Hudson Valley on Monday. Could even spark some snow showers. Very, very light in the afternoon. Might see a flurry or two. It's a stubborn system. It's sort of staying in place. This has been the pattern over the last several weeks, and a lot of times when that happens, it's due to high pressure off in the Atlantic kind of blocking the flow of your pressure systems. Well, we have some interesting weather on the way, and it ties into this week's question of the week, which comes from Tom Whittaker, my dad. And his question is, what is a polar vortex? It has been showing up in the news headlines a little bit, but I think it's gone mostly missed, so I think it's a great time to bring it up. If you take a look at the diagram, you'll see the polar vortex is really just a block of cold air. The word vortex is just naming that counterclockwise rotation that the winds spiral around the poles. In the wintertime, polar vortex sets up over the North Pole, our wintertime in the northern hemisphere. You'll see that strong jet stream. A jet stream is a fast current of air in the upper part of the troposphere, about 6 or 7 miles up into the lower part of the stratosphere, which is the next part of our atmosphere. And a jet stream really just separates air masses from each other. So warmer air masses from colder air masses, for example. So when you have a strong jet stream around the polar vortex, it keeps that colder air up near the poles. Now sometimes during the winter time, we have something called an Arctic oscillation, where it'll be sort of shifting back and forth between the strong polar jet and the weaker jet. You'll see on the weaker jet, that jet stream starts to dip down into the continental parts of the United States, and that allows cold blocks of air to move down across the region. Now, this is not anything new. This term has actually been around since the 1800s. It's just something that's become more popularized over the last several years. So I was taking a look at future weather maps. There's some low pressure systems that are setting up towards the end of this week. I don't think it'll amount to much for the Northeast. They're generally falling apart because they're hanging out over the continent for a bit of time and they're just sort of losing their energy. But there'll be a low pressure system that pushes through towards the end of the week. And then you'll see on this map the high pressure that's coming down from northern Canada. That's the colder block of air. For here in the Hudson Valley, I think we're looking for temperatures in the 30s. For you, Dad, in Vero Beach, Florida, it's going to get close to you. The north wind's going to be unpleasant, but it looks like your temperatures without the wind chill will still be in the 70s. So I think you'll generally be okay. All right, let's get to the 5-day forecast for here in the Mid-Hudson Valley and for Red Hook. For your Tuesday, look for peaks of sun with highs in the low to mid 40s. For your Wednesday, we're looking at a shy star. I think we'll see more clouds than sun. Slight chance of snow showers, especially in the morning. That's part of, again, the sort of weak waves of low pressure and fronts that'll be in the area throughout the week. Look for highs to be in the mid 30s. For your Thursday, elusive sunshine. Again, more clouds than sun. Chance of a passing snow shower or two. Highs in the mid to upper 30s, but take a look at that low temperature tanking into the mid-teens. For your Fridays, more sun than Thursday, so that's optimistic. Highs will be in the low 40s. And for your Saturday, very cautiously optimistic, looking for mostly sunny skies. But again, with that high pressure building in from Canada, high pressure means happy weather, stable air, so clearer, drier conditions and blue sky. But with it comes some cooler temperatures with highs in the low 30s. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Weather with Whittaker, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon.